everybody. Welcome to Music Moves for Piano, Book 4, Unit 7. We're going to start by moving in duple meter. Echo me, please, with macro beats on do. Do, do, do. Micro beats. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day. Pick, macro, micro, divisions. Chant. Do-ta, data, do-ta, data, do-ta, data. Switch. Do, day, do, day, do, day. Switch. Do, 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 do. I'll chant a pattern, you chant your own. Do, day, do, ta, 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 do, ta, day. Do, to do, day, to data, do, day. Do, day, do, to data, do, ta, day. Data, data, to data, do, day. I'm going to sing She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain. Go ahead and sing it with me if this is familiar to you. Bum, 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 bum. You can go ahead and move to macro beats and micro beats or bounce while we sing. Bum, 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 bum. Sing with me. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 ba. We're going to do some tonal patterns in Mixolydian tonality. And because this is not super familiar to me, I'm going to play chords and just sing through a couple before I sing some patterns for you to echo. So this is just for me. Sets of 2 patterns. Please sing those same sets of 2 patterns back to me. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. 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 We're going to learn our song to sing for this unit, which is called See My Pony. Would you please sing, would you please move just lightly or listen while I sing this song? See, those things don't just happen to you. Happens to me too. So echo this rhythm pattern, please. This rhythm pattern is in the song. Bum 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 on syllables. Do ta data, do ta data, do ta data, do. This is our primary rhythm pattern in the song. I'm going to sing this first part of the song. I'd like you to echo it back, and then I'd like you to sing that part every time that it happens in the song. So here's the first part. Bum, ba ba bum bum ba ba bum Now, I'm going to sing the entire song. Please join me in singing that part every time it happens in the song. Bum, 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 sing with me. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. So that happens 3 times in the song. Now, on what tone of the tonic major triad, do, mi, so, mi, do, does the melody begin? And on what tone of the tonic triad does it end? Think through the song a little bit. So it begins on do, ba ba bum bum ba ba bum bum do. It ends also on do, bum ba 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 bum do. Would you echo these tonal patterns, please? And then we're going to find them in the song. Bum bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. On solfege, these patterns are T, so, fa. There we go. Fa, re, la, ti, do. Now let's listen for ti, so. See if you can find all the times that happens in the song. Ba ba bum bum ba ba bum 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 bum. Ba ba bum bum ba ba bum bum ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum bum bum. Ba 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 bum bum bum. Bum bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum 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 bum. So it happens a lot. It's every time we have this bum bum ti so, bum bum ti so. So it happens twice in that pattern, and then twice again, and then twice again at the end of the song. So 6 times, and then ti ti do re mi fa. Just cannot hear my way up to fa. I really want that pattern to be re ti fa re. So listen for that pattern. Fa re bum 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 ba ba bum bum ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum bum ba ba bum 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 ba 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 bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum bum ba ba bum 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 bum. So it doesn't happen in our pattern that happens the 1st, 2nd, and 4th patterns of the piece. It's in this 3rd pattern here. Bum, ba, 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 fa, fa, re. And actually, there we have do, re, mi, so, fa, fa, re. Nice tonic dominant. And then repeat. Do, re, mi, so, fa, fa, re. Now I'd like you to audiate the song and listen for la, ti, do. Bum, bum, bum. Go ahead and think through it in your head. All right, so now I'll show you and see if you were right. Bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, la, la, ti, ti, do. And then it happens again, and then it happens again at the end. All right, so go ahead and join me. I hope you're ready to join me in singing the song. I wondered. I thought I was getting sharp. All right. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so go ahead and join me in singing the song now. Remember, this 3rd pattern is bum, 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 bum. Do, mi, mi, so, fa, fa, re. And the rest of the song, I think you know. Bum, 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 sing with me. Bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, Now we're going to identify the tonic, dominant, and subdominant chords in this piece. And give me grace because these happen fast. All right, here we go. I'm going to show these chord changes. Actually, no, I'm going to let you try to listen for chord changes first, and then I'll show you what I think. All right, so here's Do. I just want this to go higher and higher. So go ahead and try to listen for Do, So, and Fa as the root harmonies for this song. Here I go, bum bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum 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 bum, bum bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum 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 bum, ba 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 bum bum bum, ba 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 bum bum bum, bum bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum 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 bum. So if you know where you think those chord changes should be, try to jot them down. I would love to hear where you're hearing the chord changes when we have our group class check-in. And here I'll show you what I'm thinking. Bum bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum 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 bum. Bum bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum 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 bum. Ba 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 bum bum bum. Ba 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 bum bum bum. Bum bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum 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 bum. So go ahead and sing those chord changes with me on Do, So, and Fa. Do, So, Fa, So, Do. Do, So, Fa, So, Do. Do, So, Fa, So, Do. And for my last trick, I'm going to attempt to play the melody and sing those with you. I won't do the handstands. Hold up the fingers, please, for tonic, dominant, and subdominant chords. I'm going to focus on 2 things at once instead of 3. All right, so we're singing Do, starting here. Bum, 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 sing with me. Do, so, fa, so, do. Do, so, fa, so, do. Do, so, fa, so, do. All right, we're going to do one more thing before we actually come to the keyboard for real. So I'm going to get back up. I'm just going to chant some rhythm patterns. I would like for you to think about what the functions are of these rhythm patterns. So think about all of the functions that you're hearing in the pattern: macro beats, micro beats, divisions, division elongations. You can name those more specifically if you want, like syncopation, for example, or ties and extension dots, tie patterns, upbeat patterns, rest patterns. And I just named ties twice, so they're twice as cool. All right, do, day, do, echo me, please. Are we doing this on rhythm syllables or not? Yes, rhythm syllables. Okay, just checking. Do, day, do, echo me, please. Do, to do, day, do, ta, to do. So that has macro, micro, division elongation. Do, ta, do, day, ta, ta, do, day. That has division elongation, couple of micro beats in there, and a tie. Do, day, ta, ta, do, day. Okay? Day, 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 do. So macro beats, couple of micro beats, and rests. Ta do ta day do day ta do ta day ta do day. And if I enunciated clearly enough, you could hear right at the beginning of that pattern the upbeat, and then we have microbeats and divisions. Last one. Data do, do-ta data. So upbeat, macrobeat, rest, divisions. Tough. That's a lot of stuff. All right, with that, let's go ahead and go to the keyboard. In Mixolydian tonality, our current favorite tonality, we're going to play just the tonic and subtonic triads for several different, starting on several different tonics. So we're going to start on G. That's kind of like the way we do for our tonic, dominant, tonic, melodic cadence. You can also do... better. And now we're going to go to A, and I'm going to play the first way. Now we're going to go to D. Now we're going to sing just a couple of those, going so, ti, re, do, la, fa, fa, la, do, re, ti, so. Sing that with me, please. So, ti, re, do, la, fa, fa, la, do, re, ti, so. Let's go here. So, ti, re, do, la, fa, fa, la, do, re, ti, so. One more. So, ti, re, do, la, fa, fa, la, do, re, ti, so. Now, I want you to compare two things. Can you compare a tonic, dominant, tonic cadence in major, a 1-5-1, with a tonic, subtonic, tonic cadence, 1-7-1 in Mixolydian? Just take a key that's comfortable, for example, say just C major for our major key. And then maybe G Mixolydian. So take a moment, pause me, compare and contrast. How are those similar? How are those different? And then come back. So part of what I find really interesting about these chords is that both of these cadences are drawing on our three primary chords in major tonality. Do, mi, so, fa, la, do, so. Nope. Do, so, ti, re. Wait, way high for fa. But they're drawing on those primary chords. 1, 4, 5. Do, mi, so, fa, la, do, so, ti, re. But when you get into Mixolydian tonality, it sounds different, even though you're using so, ti, re, fa, la, do, so. So that's a really interesting thing to me. Even in this case, when we're starting on the same syllables, G is still so in both cases, C is still do, but it still sounds different. I find that interesting. All right, we're going to look in your book. In Unit 7, the exploration, creativity, improvisation draws on a concept. So the concept is interval inversion. So if this is something that's familiar to you, hopefully you'll pick up something new or just get to review, be a little bit more comfortable with these, is this is something brand new. Welcome to the wonderful world of interval inversions. So we've done triad inversions before. Do, mi, so, root position, and then we can invert it by taking the bottom note, putting it on top. Mi, so, do. We can invert it to second inversion by putting the next note on top. So, do, mi. Or perhaps a better way to think about those is, instead of putting the bottom note on top, putting the next note on the bottom. So we have the root on the bottom for our root position, the third on the bottom for our first inversion, and the fifth on the bottom for our second inversion. For intervals, we only have two notes. Intervals, as we know, are numbered. So second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, which is an octave, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. Theoretically, they go on forever. A 14th, you'll probably never see. A 15th, you might see. If you're looking in your music and you see something that says to go 2 octaves higher, it's not going to say 2 8VA. It's going to say 15 MA. Oh, and I just looked up this word. I don't remember the Italian word because I didn't practice it enough and I didn't write it down. But that it stands for the Italian word for 15th. That's why it has MA at the end. I'll look it up and I'll tell you when we have our group class check-in, or you look it up and you tell me. So, when we turn the 2 notes of an interval around, this is called an inversion. In an interval smaller than an octave, the interval number plus its inversion number equals 9. So for example, do, mi, so, mi, do, ti, do. Do, re is a second. Re, do is a seventh. 2 plus 7, 2 plus 7, there we go, is 9. Do, mi is a third. I suppose if I'm doing ASL, should be this, third. Mi, do is a sixth. Ooh, look at that. The normal 3, yeah, they both look like 3 to me. 3 plus 6 is also 9. Do, fa, fa, do, 4th plus 5th, also 9. If you have a major interval, the inversion is going to be a minor interval. If it's a minor interval, the inversion will be a major interval. So, do, re is a major second, re, do is a minor seventh. Do, mi, major third, mi, do, minor sixth. Do, fa, perfect fourth, fa, do, perfect fifth. A perfect interval will invert to a perfect interval. So please practice singing those, starting in different places, and practice playing those. In here in the book, there we go. Now it sounds normal. Now we have our tonality established. We're now in D major. So practice playing those. Notice how those interval inversions sound similar, and notice how they sound different. Then we're going to do the same thing in minor tonality. Just the same, a second plus a seventh will be our inversion. And we're going to start with a nice one. B is going to be la. La, do, mi, do, la, si, la. We're going to start with si, la for our seventh. La, si. That just sounds cool. Si, la, si. So minor second becomes major seventh. So practice those, start on different notes, become really familiar with those. Try making an improvisation, and instead of using a second, try using a seventh. Instead of using a third, try using a sixth. See how that changes it. So these improv activities are really doing one of two things. One of the things is taking a song that we've already been singing, a song that's familiar to you, and using those rhythm patterns to come up with your own improvisations. That's one of the things we're trying to do. This uses swinging and green gravel. You can use any songs. Try using rhythm patterns from the song to sing, rhythm patterns from the other songs that we're going to be playing, other songs that you know. So improv on rhythm patterns from songs that you know. That's one thing. The other thing is just practicing these two new tonalities from book 4
I think
that we're primarily using in book 4. We prepped them in other books. So Mixolydian tonality and Dorian tonality, just getting used to those things. So first activity, we're going to use swinging. This may be familiar to you. Go ahead and just move lightly and listen to it. I'm going to sing it twice to help you review. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Once more. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum. Ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. So go ahead and chant this first rhythm pattern. Think through it a little bit and then chant it to yourself. That pattern is do, 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 dee, do, dee, do-ta. Then improvise on that rhythm pattern as few times or as many times as you want to play. I think I stuck a T in there, so then it didn't really work with it. Try using that. Second song is Green Gravel. This is one that should be kind of familiar. We've done it recently. Bum, ba, bum. Join me if this sounds familiar. Ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. Ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. And then think through the first rhythm pattern. On syllables, dee doo da, dee doo da, dee doo da, dee doo. Something like that. You don't have to play everything in major or modified Mixolydian like I'm doing here. Now, next thing is let's try something in Mixolydian tonality. So pick a key like any note on the piano. Let's not keep doing C. Okay, E flat. This is going to be your so for Mixolydian. Go ahead and play. By the way, if you're having trouble remembering those chords, and I just practiced several times because I was getting ready for this video, take a look at the previous unit. You can open the page. It's on Unit 6, page 22. This is the entire melodic cadence or arpeggios for Mixolydian tonality. This is tonic, subdominant, dominant, which is minor, subtonic, and tonic. Or so, do, re, fa, sol. So when you're improvising in Mixolydian, use some of those chords. And let's try 2 triple meter rhythm patterns. Do da dee do, do ta 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 do da dee. And then I'm adding more. So the other one is let's do something in Dorian tonality. Pick a key, pick a note, call it re. Mi fa la la ti la so fa mi do re. Primary chords are 1, 4, 7, subtonic, and then 1. 2 triple meter rhythm patterns. Do da dee, do da dee, do to dee do. If you're having trouble following the chords like I was when I played in Mixolydian just now, play the roots along with you. Decide beforehand what chords you're going to use in what order, and then play the roots of those chords. It may help to direct you to the chords. Your idea here is not just to understand the notes that are in the Mixolydian scale, the notes that are in the Dorian scale, not even just to understand what those chords are, but to get a feel for how they work, how they function with each other, how it sounds to go from tonic to subdominant, back to tonic, to subtonic, to tonic. I was finding, for example, when I was prepping for this, that I was trying to go tonic to subdominant to subtonic and back to tonic in Dorian, and I just couldn't get it to work. It just didn't sound right to me. It didn't sound like Dorian for some reason, and maybe someone can tell me why. But when I went back to the tonic chord before going to subtonic, then suddenly I really felt like I was in Dorian tonality. So this is what you're trying to experiment with, trying to experience as you're doing this. For review, if you still have book 3 somewhere, do unit 16 review in book 3. If you need help with that, I will look at that with you when we have our group class check-in. And we're also looking at book 4, unit 6 from last time. It's that Mixolydian tonality, melodic cadence, and arpeggios. I've decided that I think when you're singing the melodic cadence in Mixolydian, this is the way that makes most sense to my brain at this moment to sing it. And that's going to get way, way, way low. I think I'm going to do that. So, ti, re, ti, so, fa, so. So, ti, re, mi, do, so, fa, re, la, fa, la, do, re, ti, so. So, ti, re, mi, do, so. If you find a better way to sing, especially going from the subdominant to the minor dominant chord without making it really, really high, otherwise it just keeps going higher and higher and higher, let me know. I'd like to know what you've come up with, but that's the best way I've found so far that makes sense to me. All right, 2 songs that we're going to play for this unit, and then we will be done for now. First one, don't turn there, please, just listen. I'm going to play this piece, and I'd like you just to think about the meter and the rhythm patterns, and then see if you can tell me what those rhythm patterns are, what's in them. Chant any rhythm patterns just off the top of your head from this song. I'm not going to give you time here on the video because I know we have distractions here, so just pause the video, try to chant the rhythm patterns. And then when you come back, first rhythm pattern, do, day, do to, day to, do. You could think of it as do. I know you can't do, day, do. It's just not going to move that fast. And then the other rhythm pattern that happens in this piece is do to data, do to data, do to data, do to data. So both subdivision patterns, 4 subdivisions? 4 subdivision patterns. One of them is all subdivisions, and the other one also has macro and micro beats. So go ahead and sing this song. This is Honeybee. Bum, 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 sing with me. Bum, 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 ba, 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 bum. Ba, 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 bum, 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 ba, 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 bum. Now, what's the tonality with the way that this song is now harmonized. This is now in Mixolydian tonality. We're using the tonic and subtonic chords instead of tonic and dominant. Can you sing the resting tone, please? So. And we're going to do these tonal patterns. We've done these before for the song, but before we were singing them with major tonality syllables. Now we'll be using Mixolydian tonality syllables. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. And in our Mixolydian tonality, those are re, ti, do, la, la, so. Now go ahead and sing with me the root chord changes while I sing. Sing with me the root chord changes while I play the tune. Let's do that. So, fa, so, bum, bum, bum. Sing with me. So, so, fa, so. So, fa, so, fa, so. And let's go ahead and play the E flat Mixolydian cadence. So, do, re, fa, so. Or, so. Okay, I'm going to go back and look over here so I can do this. So, ti, re, do, so. Fa, re, la, fa, la, do, re, ti, so. And go ahead and play this with the accompaniment. It's just root fifth on the tonic and subdominant chords. And the other one is a song that you know very well. We're going to listen for some rhythm patterns. Think about the tonality. We're going to find a couple of tonal patterns in the song, and then we're going to harmonize, but you're going to get to sing more than one note for the harmonization. Okay, so. Bum, 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 bum. Pause this, think about the rhythm patterns, see if you can figure out how to chant a couple of different rhythm patterns from this song. Start the video back up and see if you found the same ones I did. Okay, so first rhythm pattern, do to do day, do day, do. And I would not say do day, do, 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 do. Do to do day, do day, do. All right, and then we have lots of do day do's. Do day, do day, do. And at the end, do day. So think about that first rhythm pattern. What functions are in that rhythm pattern? Go ahead and pause for whatever time you need to think. So in that we have a macro beat, micro beats, and a division elongation. And think about the rhythm pattern at the very end of the song. Do day. So that is a couple of macro beats, and then we have an elongation after our micro beat. Do day. All right, after you sing this song, go ahead and sing it to yourself. Here's your starting note. What is the tonality of this song, and can you sing the resting tone? Do. Major tonality, and there's do. Go ahead and echo these two tonal patterns from the piece. We're going to sing them a little bit lower. Do, mi, sol, mi, do, ti, do. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. So the first one is so, la, so. And the second one, so, re. So here's your challenge. Can you think about or identify both of those patterns? Think your way through the song, find so, la, so, bum, 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 and so, re, bum, bum. Pause me for as long as you need to audiate the song. And you can hear someone small singing in the other room. So we have so, la, so, bum, 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 so, la, so, bum, 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 so, re, bum, bum, bum. Now, here's your challenge. Your other challenge, I guess. Can you sing 3 notes of a tonic major triad on bum? Bum, bum, bum. Can you sing 3 notes of a 5/6 chord, a dominant chord in first inversion on bum? Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Can you please, while I play the melody, can you sing a harmonization, not with the root harmony, but with bum, 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 bum. You try it, I'll try it with you, we'll see if we can do it. Bum, bum, bum. Nope, nope. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. I forgot we were singing it in a different key, so bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 sing with me. Bum, 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 bum. 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 You can also try playing the melody and then singing along with you playing it. You can record it on your device and then you can sing along with your recording, or you can try playing and singing at the same time if you want to. All right, and then go ahead and make sure you play the melody with the accompaniment. You can use just the chord changes or play with this cool syncopated or elongation. Accompaniment. I never finished my sentence. I just started to play. All right, so please try all of these different things that we talked about together for this unit. Review, if you still have it, Book 3, Unit 16. Review Book 4, Unit 6. Practice these new pages that we did. Learn to sing the song to sing. Listen to this unit and the next unit on the CD or the online audio tracks. Listen to the pattern CD. And try those other improv projects as well. Try taking the rhythm patterns from a song and having an improvisation on those. Try just picking a note to be your tonic for Mixolydian and play something in Mixolydian tonality. Make sure you're following a chord structure. Try picking a note to be your tonic in Dorian tonality and play something in Dorian tonality. Again, follow a chord structure. If you're just playing around with the notes in a tonality, it's not going to make as much sense as if you actually have a chord structure that you're following. It's the same thing if you're in jazz. If you're doing an improvisation in jazz class and you just kind of play notes in a scale. I mean, you can play a whole lot of chromatic scales and you play a whole lot of scales in the key and it kind of sounds okay, but it makes a lot more sense if you're following the chord structure. So, same thing. enjoy this. I hope you had a wonderful time working through Mixolydian tonality in Music Moves for Piano, Book 4, Unit 7, and have a wonderful day. Thanks.